Our profession of podiatric medicine is evolving every day. This is our third annual Cadaver lab here at the Wigley Institute, and it truly humbles me to see how many students have come out to try to gain an advantage in their learning experience. I started doing these Cadaver labs solely because when I was a student, we didn't have any attendings or people open up their offices that would, teach us some of the basic skills. I've noticed that the profession is changing rapidly, and it's incumbent upon me and other attendings to try to learn these techniques. And if I don't bring these techniques to the students and even the new residents, then our profession is going to be lagging behind for years to come. So I ingratiated myself in the education realm to try to push forward not only our profession, but just the educational material that these Cadaver labs serve. There are a lot of good companies that surface the podiatry world as well. Specifically, this particular company, Acumed, although small in nature, they pack a heavy punch with all the different tools and screws and items that they offer in their catalog.
And I learned about this Cadaver lab event because I follow Dr. Wigley in Instagram. This was a great opportunity to come learn stuff, socialize with our own residents and attendings. And it was a great experience, how to deal with equipment, how to use them and stuff like that. I would say it was a great day and a great learning experience.
So for me personally, I've switched my surgical approach from invasive procedures to truly minimally invasive. That allows my patients to have a shorter recovery time and particularly get back on their feet at a faster rate. And then talking about less swelling, less complications. It's my job and I think my duty to bestow any knowledge that's ingratiated upon me, upon students, residents, and even other doctors that work here at Wigley Feet. It truly does take a village to raise a child. And you can see we had a lot of children in here, and we're just gonna be that village until kingdom come. I think I can do a better job of actually getting the word out there. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get a lot of people that are in the house due to time constraints. But I'm glad, man. Intimate sessions like this, we had maybe 25 people in the house. Preparation, it's in such a small amount of time through hours. You want to teach all the procedures, but it's almost impossible. So I just want to get better as we go along. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. If everything's perfect, then there would be no point in me doing anything, right? So every day, that's always 99.9%, because there's always a percentage you can get better. So you say, well, I want to do better. Every day, I'm gonna try to get better. Every day, every breath I got.
What was your favorite part about today's Cadaver lab?
I guess the best part for people who haven't even been around a cadaver, right? People that have been introduced to quote unquote the dead body. A lot of people have reservations about practicing on cadavers, but that's the way our medical profession advances, and that's the way I as a professor can teach the future doctors. Hopefully that there's going to be a doctor here that's going to take care of us, and then hopefully that somebody that I train will train somebody else, and if that keeps going, then one of those people will ultimately be my physician. So it all starts with us. I'm always thinking 50, 60, 70 years ahead of time. So I'm just trying to do my part now so we can have a better future later.
Solid.
So my first time at this place at the Wigley here was I'm currently third year right now. So my first time was when I was in first year in private school. and also through one of my classmates. Her name is May, and she works here. And we have a group chat of our career group chat, and she also let us know about this event that's going on. And since my evening was free, I had nothing to do and wanted to experience stuff. I'd like great attending residents who are our future teachers, because we'll be going into clinical rotations starting from in 3 weeks. So yeah, I mean, follow up with what Aditi said. Learn how to do ankle fractures and how to treat them, which is what needs to know in the background. That was really cool. I've never worked with that equipment before, so it's interesting to be able to use the drill. That's something that we haven't done quite a lot of yet. Yeah. And that was really neat. And we also got to do a Z-plasty on the Achilles tendon. I thought that was really cool, and that's something that we see in the OR a lot. So it's nice to be able to practice that.
What would you guys like to see in the future?
More events like this. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. It was great to see things up close too that we usually see in the OR, but you're standing more in the background in the OR, so here you're able to do it more hands-on experience. Yeah. Yep.
Anything you want to say to Dr. Wigley?
Thank you so much for having us. I really appreciate it, and it was a great experience. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Guys.
Not necessarily for Dr. Wigley. Dr. Wigley's family is like, I have 18 employees that truly depend on what's going on around here, right? I know for a fact that the more and more that Wigley Feet grows and we push the bounds of what our practice can do, I'm gonna offer a better life to all my employees. That's just the name of the game, man. I don't want nobody to go home hungry. I want everybody to go home happy, safe, and I want them to come to work safe, man. So when I see that happening, everybody got a smile on their face and that camaraderie shit like you see here, just makes the world go round, you know? Me personally, I wanna grow this thing to 1,000 locations. You know, by 2030, you know, I would say, hey, I wanna at least have 50 locations nationwide. Is that a tough feat? I don't think so. I think when you do medicine the right way and you practice medicine the right way and you get people involved and they buy into a vision, I think you can help us succeed, right? As you see around my office, you see a lot of artwork, but particularly you see a lot of faces, right? Really pay attention to the faces that are put up. You know, those faces tell the struggle. I got one up there, Steve Jobs. You know, he came to his then daughter at the time, Lisa. And he was like, man, I'm gonna put 1,000 songs in your pocket. Like, what does that mean? You mean you can put 1,000 songs in your pocket? Now look what happened, man. This thing holds everything, right? This is like your computer, your dictionary, your alarm clock, your email server. Everything is right here, man. Even how we get our news information. So it can always be done. When people say it can't be done, that's why. That's the purpose, right? Trying to figure it out. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's nothing I'm doing here that is new. You know, I'm sure there's doctors out here who care just as much as I do. But I'm just trying to bridge a way just to have a healthy, safe environment, a really friendly environment, and then a healthy environment that promotes, you know, good patient care. And then ultimately, you want people to actually want to work here, right? Like that's the main goal. Can't make this ship go around unless you have the people that's pouring into your vision. And for the most part, for the last 13 years of my career, I think we've done a good job of truly growing that business, growing that vision.